Dancing on the escalator of life. We'll be happy till we have it all. We want it all. Escalator of life. Up and down. Escalator of life. Round and round.
During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always B aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, guys.
You're hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. Man. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, these two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Folks, how's everybody doing out there? It's middle of the week. It's Wednesday, September 19th, 2018. You are listening to Revenge of the Sis.
I call it Hump Day.
Still, somehow, on YouTube. I don't know how.
Very weird.
Mike Sheely, Royce Lopez, just waiting for the fucking hammer to drop.
I think they're doing the same thing they did with you on Facebook, where they'll ban you, but they won't completely delete you because they're keeping an eye on us at this point. Staying on the radar.
Yeah, maybe the SPLC's like, nah, just let them do their show. Let them just keep, hopefully they'll say some dumb racist shit and we'll get them. So, I don't know. But, yeah, we're here.
You know what? I'm going to do it. I've had enough of these nincompoops.
The old Colin Quinn.
Yeah.
This nincompoop. So, yeah, we're here. A lot
We're
of stuff
queer
going on.
and get used to it. Have you noticed there's been a real big, and I don't know if it's because you and I did a lot of show stuff before it became all these really crazy alt-right spurgs, as I learned yesterday. It's been going on for a while, but that there's been the homophobia is to the point where it's laughable now. You know, like even if you joke, even if you do a gay joke, everyone's like, "You fucking faggot!"
Oh yeah,
it's like, dude, can you calm down?
Yeah, but you're talking about people who tell you that watching NFL games is degenerate. You're like, all right,
that's a good point. It's like, look, I'm gonna watch football, bro. I'm sorry. Look, if I'm at a bar, by the way, I don't know if Mike will agree.
Bars are degenerate too. Why are you in a bar?
One of my favorite things of the entire DC trip, and we did a lot of fun stuff, was calmly sitting at a bar and watching a football game with Hammy and eating appetizers. It was very calming and nice.
It was very nice. And sometimes you forget that you can, and I don't think we watched most of the noon games, and then we watched the 1 o'clock games, and then we were like there for like the first 10, minutes to that first half hour of the later games. At no point did we discuss the national anthem.
Nope.
Colin Kaepernick or Nike or fucking, just whatever. All this racial divide in the country. And we didn't sing fucking Lee Greenwood's I'm Proud to Be an American.
I did in my head.
We just shut up and watched football. And we just kept ordering appetizers.
It was fun.
And
It
we
was
were like,
really
wow,
fun.
what a lovely day this was.
Yeah.
I forgot that you don't have to be a fucking Spurg every moment of the day. It's nice. It's really nice. But then, of course, we got home and logged into Facebook.
All the unpleasantness from the SPLC.
Not even that. Just going home and turning on Facebook again and just looking at my timeline and everything. Yeah, you fucking degenerate. You race-mixing whore. And I'm just like, can
we calm down with that,
What
please?
happened to the cat pictures, nigga? Like, what happened to the fucking,
You know how refreshing a funny dog video is every once? It's such a refreshing pace.
And it's actually sad, too, because outside of this community, because we have, like, funny dudes that watch the show, but outside of this immediate community, I'm not seeing a lot of funny guys anymore.
No.
Like, the women that are fans of this show are funnier than any of the guys that don't watch this show that I see, like, on the right, that think they're these shit-posting fucking, desperados. Get the fuck out of here, dude. The women that listen to this show are way better shit-posters than you.
Agreed.
Fucking and it's you can tell because like there's people like Megan's good, Clarissa's good. There's quite a few good shit posters that watch the show, and they like you can say the meanest shit to them while you're shit posting and they'll laugh.
True,
but it's the alt-right guys that will like you'll go like, oh yeah. Like, you'll make a joke about how they couldn't even describe a vagina to you if they tried. And, like, oh, shit, funny! Random sex is degenerate anyway, you fucking... And you're like, holy shit. You're just spiraling. Relax, guy. We're shitpost. Oh, my God.
you reminded me. What was that joke that Norm Macdonald said about Sarah Silverman? That had me dying yesterday.
Yeah. What's funnier than Sarah Silverman, am I right? Except dudes. It's one of my favorites.
I love that, man.
All time. It's just like, dude, come on, man.
But I would agree, man, that there's a lot less funny people in general. And I don't think there's less funny people. I think people are more afraid to be funny. Because I think that's what it is. Because
No, some of these people literally just lack any humor.
No. I get that, but they've always been there. My point is those people lack anything, and they've always been there. But there's always been a counterbalance of legitimately funny people, and now people are scared. Look, perfect example, and I always bring up is Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan has said on the old, when he used to do O&A and his old show in his fucking garage, had said some pretty despicable things. As if he had said those on his new show now, there would be an outrage. He'd be banned from YouTube. That guy dropped the F-bomb, the N-bomb. He didn't give a fuck. And not even that I've never, and I know people might disagree with me, I've never thought Joe Rogan was particularly funny. Like, he's not my kind of comedy. He's done some things that are kind of funny, but he's never been like, when you think of the top comedians of this generation, I go, Joe Rogan might be the top YouTube host of this generation, but I wouldn't call him one of the funniest
Not
comics.
even a top 20 comic.
I know. Bill Burr blows him out of the water. Fucking Patrice, when he was alive, blows him out of the water. But I think people are genuinely afraid. Like, people that used to have balls, like now you even have Rogan, who's like, I can't have Alex Jones on my show, and I have to take a reasoned approach, and we have to be careful not to insult people.
Yeah. You don't want to have Alex Jones on your show, Joe, because, he disseminates such irresponsible and dangerous ideas, right? Mm-hmm. But you'll have Jordan Peterson on your show encouraging everybody to just only eat meat.
Only meat.
But that's fine. You'll have Jordan Peterson on advising people to raise their risk of strokes and heart attacks by 30% by not eating any vegetables ever again in their life. But you won't have Alex Jones on because Sandy Hook. You're a fucking fraud, Joe.
No.
You're a midget and a fraud.
You know, what bothered me wasn't even having Jordan Peterson on, because I get that. Because outside,
I only eat steak. Yeah. Oh, right. Good for you.
No, I get it. But here's wasn't even having Jordan Peterson on, because outside of that, he does say some things that are pretty spot on. What bothered me was when he had Jordan Peterson's daughter on. I'm like, she has done nothing to deserve to be on the show except be Peterson's cum. You know what I mean?
I know, but that's not just Joe though. She got the book deal because of that.
Yeah.
That's Peterson's fault for parading her out and for the nepotism involved. But
you got to work hard.
But again, even without the daughter, Peterson himself is now going around. I only eat meat. You should only eat meat. No, that's a fucking terrible idea, Jordan. You're going to be dead soon, God willing. He's overrated. I'm sorry. I know we praised Peterson before, and I still think he has a lot of great ideas and things like that. But you guys are treating him like he's the fucking messiah, and he's not. He's a meat-eating idiot who has a couple of good points, who writes really good word salads. That's what he does. But it's, come on, man. It's like any other gimmick after the second or third book. Once you've seen him speak once or twice, okay, enough. I'm not going to just only eat steak.
I saw him speak last Friday. He was pretty good. And
how many more times in your life do you think you could sit through that?
Probably, maybe one more time.
Exactly. My point.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
But to be honest with you, I would say that about anybody. Like even bands that I like, I would only maybe see them once or twice. Like I wouldn't go. You know what I mean? Like I've seen Weezer twice. I wouldn't see them again.
How many times have you seen the Foo Fighters?
Once.
How many more times would you be willing to see them?
Well, going back to your point, are they going to have new albums, or are they just going to play all the old stuff? Because if they have new albums that are good, I might see them again. But if they don't, if they're just going to play Everlong over and over, I'm not going to go.
Music's different than rework, because all people like Peterson do, and it's not just Peterson, it's all these public speaking academic types. They take the same 10 points and reword them over and over and over again until the money stops rolling in. He'll take the same 12 steps and it'll be like, 12 rules for, space exploration. It'll be the same fucking sentence structure, and it's all going to be about, Icarus and it's just all these terrible analogies. We get it, dude.
How many times?
I'm still not going to only eat meat.
How many times did you go see WWE again?
See, that's another thing though. That's different because it's always different.
It's a rotating cast. Oh, that makes sense.
It's a different thing. It's you're going to see the same thing, but it's always a different thing.
How many times did you see Jordan Peterson versus Sting at WWE?
Sting now?
No. Classic Sting.
Oh, okay.
How about Jordan Peterson versus Charlotte Flair?
Do you know how gassed he would get in the ring from eating only meat?
He'd be really tired. He'd probably be really tired.
Yeah, that's a lot of sodium there, Jordan. You're going to die.
Dennis says Joe Rogan is basically a pop culture savant. He knows a little bit about everything and just enough to be able to make seemingly deep points in carrying what passes for an interesting conversation on the radio. Yeah, that's true. Pop culture savant, I like.
I mean, I get it, but we need to stop fucking. I'm tired of the Chris D'Elias of the world and all these other people that are hyping Joe Rogan to be the next fucking analytical mind of our generation.
No, he's not.
No, but there really are people pushing that angle, and I'm like,
Joe Rogan has smart people on his show. Doesn't make him smart.
He's a friendly guy who holds a good conversation. That's all
Correct.
he is.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Woody Allen hints Ronan Farrow may not be his son.
Gee, you don't say.
Woody Allen reacted to persistent rumors that Ronan Farrow's biological father was Frank Sinatra, not him, with Mia Farrow, by saying he believes the Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist is his, but I wouldn't bet my life on it. In my opinion, he's my child, Allen, 82, said in a profile of his wife, Sunying Privin, his former stepdaughter, that New York Magazine published Sunday on its Vulture website. I think he is, but I wouldn't bet my life on it. I paid child support for him for this whole childhood, and I don't think that's very fair if he's not mine, the four-time Oscar winner said. Allen added that the 73-year-old ex also, she represented herself as a faithful person, and she certainly wasn't. Whether she actually became pregnant in an affair she had. The Rosemary's Babies actress married Sinatra in 1966 when she was 21 and he was 50. They divorced 2 years later. Ronan blamed the demise of their union on the vast age difference, but remained close friends with Old Blue Eyes until he died in 1998. She was later married to Andrew Pervin. In 1980, she began a relationship with Allen, and Ronan was born in 1987. When asked by Vanity Fair whether Sinatra were Ronan's dad, she responded, possibly. Ronan 30 later joked on Twitter, "Listen, we're all possibly Frank Sinatra's son."
That's very funny.
Look, self-aware guy. I like that. That's funny. Sinatra's biography published about the 3 years.
Ronan, deep down, Ronan knows. You don't like. I'm sorry.
Every time he looks in the mirror, you mean?
Yeah, like you can't look. You can't look yourself in the mirror and go, I'm not Frank Sinatra's kid.
You think you think that's why he doesn't smoke, not because he's not addicted to it, but he doesn't want to look in a mirror holding a cigarette just like Sinatra.
If he starts drinking, like he'll start sounding like Frank Sinatra. The next report I'm working on, baby, I'm gonna blow CBS through the wall. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna get all of these rape and sex assault wackadoos. You're like, what?
It's one of my favorite of all times.
Is what they seem.
Yeah. I mean, except for Ronan Farrow, who is clearly Woody Allen's son and absolutely not Frank Sinatra's.
I'm glad you could make it home for the family dinner, Ronan.
You got it, Four Eyes. Wouldn't miss a dinner with my cuckoo dad for the world. Hey, Anime Wong, no ticky, no shirty.
Anime Wong.
He's
Anime Wong.
fucking Seth MacFarlane's definitely gay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
To make references like that, you're totally gay, Seth. It's
Ticky, no shirty. I'm just getting around, Rice Bowl. Geez, lighten up. This room is tighter than Ava Gardner's caboose. Us, right? It's like looking in a mirror.
Look, nobody has ever thought that he was your child there, Woody.
Oh, poor Woody. Wait, no. He's a serial groomer. Mike, speaking of serial groomers.
I just have to point out to Nick Abbott and Legal Latino Heat in the chat room, there isn't a word in the English language to describe how little this show is about either one of you. So if you two could dial it back. I don't know, they're arguing in the chat. Stop making this about you. If you guys want to make this about you, I don't know, do a show. You could make that show about you. Anyway.
It's just everybody. And then, people think that you...
Too many people lately, let's be honest, too many people lately are making this show about them.
And look,
it's not about you. I'm sorry. It's here for your entertainment. We are very grateful and happy to have people listening and enjoying it. But
and we're flattered that it's part of your life, seriously. But that being said, like, people have this mindset that we can cater to everybody. We can't. We just can't. Guys, we don't have fucking Steven Crowder 30 interns behind us and production people. It's just me and Mike. And we have to do 2 shows a day, some days 3. We do our best, guys. We really do. But stop, all right? It's not about you. You said start a show, man. Look, I'm all for it. We probably even support you if the show's decent. I have no problem doing that.
Yeah, I mean, Tasha Rose and Garrett and my buddy Chris started doing a show.
Yeah.
We've been supporting them.
And I give them credit. They did it without asking for help.
They didn't ask for shit.
They just did it.
And that was pretty dope. And, of course, obviously we want to support them and stuff. But, I mean, dude, the more this show grows, the more, not everybody, obviously not everybody, but the more certain people seem to expect and demand from us.
And then they get angry if you don't immediately pay attention.
You're preaching to the choir.
No, I know I am. I'm just...
You are preaching to the choir. So, like, guys, please. Okay? Stop being so goddamn demanding and stop making this about you. It's already exhausting.
Now, I want you to, speaking of, we were talking about grooming with Woody Allen. So, here's a video that I want you to watch. And now, I saw this earlier and I said, this feels to me like grooming, but I want your opinion, okay? So, this is a Millie Bobby Brown. She's the little...
She's the girl from Stranger Things whose parents have been pimping her out for years and ruining her life and whoring her out to Hollywood pedophiles. Yes.
So you've heard of her?
Of course.
Okay. Well, she's 13 years old.
Of course, I've been to Crazy Days.
No, she's 13 years old, okay? Apparently she has a relationship with Drake. Now, I want you to tell me if this relationship is normal or not. Drake is 31, she's 13, okay? Here we go.
What about your relationship with Drake? Tell me about your friendship. How did this all come about?
I love him. I met him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model.
So far, so good, right?
great role model.
It's okay. It's all right. But I hear what you're saying, but it's not that bad yet.
It's not that bad.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
this is the same shit you'd see at like Teen Choice Awards years ago.
Correct.
A great role model. You know, we just texted each other the other day, and he was like, "I miss you so much." I was like, "I miss you more." He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely gonna go.
So I miss you so much. I miss you more. Unless you're maybe
I would.
Would you say that to a 13-year-old
girl? I
girl?
wouldn't even text it. Not even platonic. Not even if they're a relative. Like, there's something.
It's weird, right?
That's one of those where you write a text and then you go backspace, 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 backspace. So I got to find a way.
Yeah.
Like if a 13-year-old was like, "I miss you," like that would be a weird thing. Like you'd have to call in a team of experts to figure out how to respond to that text message.
Oh, it gets better.
Each other the other day, and he was like, "I miss you so much." I was like, "I miss you more." He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely gonna go and see him. I'm so excited. Yeah.
You and Drake? That's awesome.
Why is that awesome?
Why is it?
Oh, I hate you fucking entertainment reporters.
That's
you
awesome.
Fucking whores. You fucking. Oh, they're fucking down. They're satanic, dude.
Drake is grooming you?
That's great. That's awesome, right? I love when 13-year-old white girls hang out with rappers. That's great. It's good stuff.
It gets better.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
Now, Mike, let's try to save him. What advice would still be okay for him to give her? Would be okay, not bad. Good.
You know, it's always nice to date boys, but, at your age, you shouldn't rush into anything. Maybe you should, always remember that your entire life is ahead of you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got a whole, right now you're just a kid. I mean,
Or maybe the advice I would give be acting advice because he was an actor, or maybe being a star. Like, hey,
they already said about boys.
Okay,
they literally already said that. So that's why I was like,
Okay,
I thought you meant regarding boys. I'm still saving Drake.
Okay.
You'd say stuff like, yeah, it's great. You want to date. You're at that age, but you want to be careful and don't sell yourself short. Got your whole life ahead of you. And there'll be plenty of boys in the future. But for now, that kind of stuff is good.
About boys, he helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love
What's
him.
his advice with boys?
That stays in the text messages.
What the fuck?
How weird is that?
Oh, dude.
That stays in the text. First off, and it should, whatever he says should be so innocuous that it should be exactly what you said, where you could easily say that and be like, "Oh yeah, he tells me, hey, be careful, wait till you're a little bit more mature, good luck, kiddo. I like Stranger Things." There should be a lot of kiddos and champs, A
lot of kiddos and champs.
You know what I
You're
mean?
right, a lot of sports.
A lot of hey, chief, look, listen.
Kiddo in there, kiddo. Look.
You don't go. That stays in the look how much they're laughing. Look at that. Look at that fake. What was funny about what she said? Forget the creepiness. Tell me what she said that for that reaction, it has to be.
They're literal demon people. That's the only thing I can fucking at this point say is that these are like Entertainment Tonight, Access Hollywood. These are all like these fucking Hollywood pedophile, degenerate, satanic scumbags. They're like big fat sharks swimming through the ocean. But these people, these scumbags, these Access Hollywood types, they're just like the barnacles and the bacteria that form on the stomach of the massive shark or whale that just feed off of the algae and the parasites and the shit and piss of these giant, massive. Do I sound like Alex Jones right now?
No, you do.
They're like sharks, and they got the dirty algae and the particles. And they're like parasites and algae, devil algae, just drowning these young kids.
Wow, Alex, you take a hit.
Just kidding. You're not allowed on my show
Yeah,
anymore,
you can't come here, bro. Maybe you could be on Red Bar.
Yeah, not. You know what the best part is? Mike David wouldn't have him.
You're right.
He's just like, man has too much pride. Like, hey, I was just wondering, I wanted to get in touch with the Barmy, get in touch with the Red Bar audience. Yeah, I don't really do guests, bro.
So no.
But I am going to play you on my screen behind me for an hour and make fun of you while you're not here. Let's play this more Alex stuff.
What's his advice with boys?
Shout out to Mike David, of course.
Advice with boys.
That stays in the text messages.
You're probably being molested by a famous Grammy Award-winning rapper. Maybe he'll get you pregnant. Fucking disgusting degeneracy. And now all you fucking alt-right faggots, you want to fucking rail against the NFL? Why don't you rail against this shit?
This is creepier to me. And by the way,
you guys want to murder Colin Kaepernick? Why don't you fucking start with Hollywood first and work your way to the Kaepernicks?
This is what this is why the crazy Pizzagate people bother me. Because
because we could be focusing on actual evidence.
Exactly.
Of things. Like, if they put even half, if you had all the fucking Liz Crokens and who's the other one? The fucking asshole. The fucking Sarah Ashcraft and all these other retards. If you had these fucking people put half the amount of energy into this and get everybody rallying behind it, we could do something. But nah, you want to look for tunnels under donut shops. Voodoo donuts. Ooh, you guys are fucking pathetic.
This is my question is like, so we have a lot of listeners that have kids. Imagine your 13-year-old daughter was texting a 31-year-old man. Forget that it's Drake for a second. I want to take all the celebrity out of it, okay? Imagine your 13-year-old daughter is texting a 31-year-old man. Would that be acceptable under any circumstances? I'm asking seriously. No. Is there a circumstance where that would be acceptable to you? If you say you were a father.
No, but again, this is Hollywood where we've already...
What's that name you came up for? It killed me the other day.
I like to call it Hollywood.
Bro! That's sick, dude. That's funny. You should get that trending.
We've already covered this. This is normal. This is... It's just normal over there. And again, Drake...
No, it's not Bobby Brown's kid.
Drake's half a certain... Well, he's half...
I'll say it, Canadian.
Yeah, he's Canadian. And let's just say that Drake is half black and half something else. And it's not...
Handicap.
And it's not the black half of Drake that has me concerned about him being around teenage girls.
But if Drake and Lenny Kravitz are in the same room, there's a full Jew and a full black in there. There you go.
Huh?
Boom. Boom. Full.
Guess both. What I'm saying is, because they're in Hollywood and they've raped kids.
No, we don't know allegedly, okay?
Look, I heard directly from Pat Little. I read
not a reliable source.
I read Pat Little's sign and it said Jews rape kids. And I said, you know what? I don't need to see any further evidence.
CIA agent Pat Little?
Stan Smith and Roger in disguise. Dude, so Pat, I know we're off topic here, but Pat Little is traveling the country holding up incendiary fucking signs, right? About Jews. And he's traveling with Emily Useless, or as we call her on Nightwave, Emily Useless, who is a Pistachio Girl. She did some animation. She did a show with JF for a while. Real edgelordy, she's a hard alt-right chick.
Right.
But they are the most glow-in-the-dark CIA N-words I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's literally, he still dresses like Stan Smith from American Dad, and Emily Eustace just looks like Roger in a wig. So it's like they're literally just going around, hey, did you realize Jews rape kids? Huh? Jews are raping kids everywhere. Hey, listen, I'm just telling you, you don't want these goddamn K-words touching your little kids.
They can't be CIA agents because CIA agents are not allowed to perform any sort of missions on U.S. territory.
That's right. I forgot that the CIA.
Stupid.
So why does CNN exist?
Look, Mike, you don't get it.
They're just traveling around going, listen here, I want to tell you about the Jews. Listen to my friend Stan. I mean, Patrick.
You know, these Jews are just going to keep raping everybody's kids.
Pat Little trying to fit in with wraparound sunglasses. Fucking, come on, dude.
Oh, my God. Pat Little looks like a fucking college football coach. He's either a college football coach or a Fed. Hey, Pat Little, if you're watching this, please just dress less like a Fed. Wear football jerseys. Football season. No. Wait, didn't Emily she used to sell pistachios at the Steelers games? Put on a nice Steelers jersey or something.
You know who's not? What's his face? The guy that just traded. He didn't even show up to. God damn it! I think it was, and people are going to correct me, but what's his face didn't even show. Mike Tomlin disciplines Antonio Brown. He didn't even show. He was supposed to show up for a Monday night game because he was just, and instead he was in Miami for his record release. He did not show up to a game.
That's amazing.
Dude.
I just want to correct something because Pot Awful and a few people in the chat are saying, like, oh, everyone's a shill and a fed. No, not everybody is a shill and a fed. But a dude in a blue suit walking around in wraparound aviators screaming, Jews, 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 Jewy, Jew, Jew, every moment of the day, guess what? Probably a fucking shill or a fed. I'm sorry.
So are you a shill or a fed?
I'm a little more clever about it. I'm a little more under the radar.
So, speaking of child molestation, Asia Argento is threatening to sue Rose McGowan for saying she slept with underage Jimmy Bennett.
Bro, is there like a special Asia Argento playbook that she's playing? I feel like I'm watching.
Yeah, here, I have it here. Step 1, kill Anthony Bourdain.
But it's like this woman. It's like I want to hire Asia Argento. I really do. I want to hire her to work for this show because I want to every time.
Want to bang her
every time. God, by now, no. Ugh. I wouldn't even want to bang Asia Argento back when she was in Triple X Asia Argento, maybe.
Okay.
That was, 16 years ago? I would hire her here as a strategist. And whenever we had strategy meetings, I would go, Asia, what would you do? And then we would just do the complete opposite of whatever she fucking says. And we would be the next Ben Shapiro's. Everything she does is like the absolute worst play. This woman is fucking traditionalist worker party level of optics.
So,
oh, shit.
will the two women once bonded over their shared experience with Harvey Weinstein face each other in a courtroom? On Monday morning, Asia Argento issued a warning via a tweet to Rose McGowan. Both women have accused Weinstein of rape, but have since fallen out after Argento was accused of sexual assault by actor Jimmy Bennett, stemming from an alleged 2013 encounter where he was 17. Argento has since admitted that she and their then-boyfriend, Anthony Bourdain, agreed to pay Bennett a settlement, but she claims that it was Bennett who sexually attacked her. Why would you ever pay a settlement if you were the one that was attacked? McGowan, meanwhile, issued a statement in August distancing herself from former Me Too ally. The former...
Dude, by the way, you're going down in flames when Rose McGowan has to issue statements distancing herself from you. Look, I have nothing to do with the antics of Royce Lopez. I just want to say... It's like, that's rock bottom. Royce knows the day that I'm doing a press conference distancing myself from him, he's hit rock bottom. Like, what have I done that was too much for him?
The former Charm star claimed that Argento admitted sleeping with Bennett when he was 17 and had been receiving unsolicited nudes, which she allegedly didn't reject or try to stop. Okay, so let's say you're receiving unsolicited nudes. Do you understand that if a 16-year-old or 17-year-old girl was sending me or Mike unsolicited nudes, the first thing I would do is delete them. The second thing I would do is never talk to me again. This is wrong. I don't want this on my phone. Block them and never talk. Not keep them open and keep talking to him.
I would have changed my number.
Yeah, you have to. For years.
That's probably what I would have done. I probably would have just fucking tossed that phone, changed my number, got a new phone, and been like, don't tell that person my number. Yeah. I don't know. How would have Hillary Clinton to that phone?
Killed it? When she allegedly didn't reject or try to stop for years before that, McGowan identified her source as a romantic partner and model, Rain Dove, who we spoke about on the show, who also had conflicts with Argento since making the controversy public. So now she's threatening to sue. She tweeted, Argento tweeted, "Dear @Rose McGowan, it is with genuine regret that I am giving you 24 hours to retract and apologize for the horrendous lies made against me in your statement on August 27th. If you fail to address this libel, I will have no option other than to take immediate legal action." Yes.
Listen, you child molesting, cigarette smoking, booze hound, drug addict, piece of shit whore. Twitter is not a proper place to issue a cease and desist, okay? We don't have Asia Argento money. We had to, in writing, issue a cease and desist to the Southern Poverty Law Center in certified mail.
Yeah.
2, maybe stop going on Twitter when you're boozing and drugging, because that's clearly what you were doing.
Oh, and third, honey.
Stop molesting kids?
Well, okay. Fourth, honey. Listen. Do you know what discovery is? Do you understand that unless you are 100% innocent, if you try to sue these people, they're going to ask for discovery, and there's going to be screenshots and text messages of everything you've ever said or sent to these people. And I guarantee you that it wasn't innocuous stuff. You banged the kid. And then not only did you bang a kid, you found the worst way around it. She went the worst way around it. Speaking of that, 3D printed gun activist Cody Wilson charged with sexual assault of a child. You sent me this one. Cody Rutledge Wilson, the 30-year-old Texan who's been fighting with the U.S. government to publish instructions for 3D printed guns on the internet, was charged today with sexual assault of a child. Wilson allegedly met a girl on a website called sugardaddymeet.com. Wilson allegedly paid the girl, whose name has been withheld in court documents, $500 for sex in a hotel in Austin, Texas. The exact age of the victim is not immediately clear, though the affidavit for the arrest warrant explains she's under the age of 17. A local news station, KVU, notes, Wilson allegedly used the name Sanjaro on sugardaddymeet.com and told the child victim that she was a big deal. According to court documents, the girl allegedly met Wilson in a coffee house in Austin, where he arrived in a black Ford SUV that matched the license plate registered under his Firearms Business Defense Distributed. The police apparently have a video of the meeting. Wilson allegedly took the girl to Archer Hotel in Austin, where surveillance video reportedly also captured an image of the two together. Wilson has not yet been booked in jail, according to Austin Statesman. It's not even clear if he's been arrested yet.
So I have a problem with this.
Okay.
Again, on this tinfoil hat here. So don't start telling me I'm victim shaming or victim blaming or I'm siding with the perpetrator. But the guy that told the federal government to go fuck their mother,
yes,
gave him the double guns and thumbed his nose at them and basically continuing to 3D, disseminate this 3D printed gun information. All of a sudden, sorry, do the Chris Penn, out of the fucking blue, he decides to bang some underage girl on a website? Why don't you tell me what really happened? Here's what I think really happened. I think that the feds said, we'll show you, motherfucker. And they entrapped this guy. Now, that doesn't mean that he didn't do what he did. I do believe that he did what he did. And I think that he does probably have these weird proclivities and probably does need to do the time. But do we really think that the government didn't just set him up as like a revenge thing?
Dude, it's just really weird, the timing of this.
And again, I'm not exonerating him. It sounds like he's probably guilty of sin. Mm-hmm. But this is why it's best if you're going to get in a fight with the government, not to indulge your darker fucking instincts. You know what I mean? Like, I don't... Like, right now, with everything we have going on after last weekend, if suddenly some fucking underage girl started talking to me online, I'd be like, yeah, nice try, Fed. What's your real name? Is it Carl or is it Steve? Like, I would be fucking... Like, who the fuck is that dumb to be like, yeah, little lady, I'll meet you at the motel, you ridiculous. Fucking idiot. The government, much like the city folk, they never forget. If it takes them 10 years, 20 years, 1,000 years, they'll get you. Someday, they will get you. So it's just fucking, what an idiot, man. What a fucking dumb idiot. But at the same time, this is clearly the government being really vengeful. Like, the government's worse than women when it comes to being vengeful. Women will run off and find a new dick and forget about you. Government never forgets. And it's like, why didn't he just... I mean, this guy's a fucking technological genius. Why didn't he just 3D print himself some underage poon?
That's not how it works, Mike.
What do you mean? You just put it in the thing, right?
You can't just make underage poon.
Yeah, you do. You print out a picture of Millie Bobby Brown, you pop it in a fucking 3D printer, and big bang boom, and then you pretend to be Drake. And then you rape her until the room stinks.
Drake's doing that without the 3D printer thing.
Oh, fuck, Hollywood is just garbage.
So for those who don't know, let's move over to Poland. No, literally. Let's move to Poland.
I'm down.
Let's ready? Okay, let's pack right through the show.
Poland is so dope they won't even have us.
So Poland and Hungary is the other one. Have very right-wing governments now. And it's reactionary, obviously, because of all the immigrants and they see what's going on around them. Well, Mike, I found a balanced news source to talk about what's going on in Poland. Your favorite site, Vox. So this is Poland is pushing let's see what the left thinks happening in Poland.
Is changing. Every year, the country celebrates its National Independence Day in the capital, Warsaw.
Now, did something happen in Warsaw? That name's really familiar. Warsaw.
There are parades and speeches, but in 2017, Poland's Independence Day made worldwide news because of these signs.
Their signs say...
Wide news because of these...
Death to the enemies of the fatherland.
Signs.
White Europe of brotherly nations.
60,000 people showed up for a march led by nationalists and white supremacist groups.
Now, by the way, you guys have rendered that term so meaningless that I guarantee you it wasn't just nationalists and white supremacists. 60,000 people. There wasn't 60,000 Nazis in Poland.
And by the way, it's not you fucking retards. Do you understand that these people, it's not enough to be white. They want you to be Polish.
Yep.
You fucking asshole. How is that wrong? For instance, I'm white, but I don't have any Polish blood. They don't want me there. And I'm okay with that. What part of nationalism don't you fucking assholes understand? Like, again, I don't want to move to Germany, even back when it wasn't horrible. Because, again, I'm not Germanic. I am. I have, like, I don't know, 4% German in me. But it's, again, it's not, I don't culturally identify with Germany or France. So if I said, hey.
Well, what about women's underpants?
I would like to file for asylum or for citizenship in the lovely country of France. And they go, well, no, because you're not French. I wouldn't pitch a bitch fit about it. I'd go, you know what? Yeah, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. And I'd be annoyed if Ireland wouldn't take me back, considering you have a homosexual street shitter as your prime minister. I should be allowed back. But that's the next thing now everybody's going for is just repatriation.
Oh, yeah.
Just getting the fuck out of the States. Go home.
That's because they have reason to celebrate, too. Poland's right-wing political party, PiS, is in power. After winning the presidency and a majority in parliament, they've ignored the constitution, taken over the courts, purged the military, and cracked down on...
No. That's not what happened. No. You're fucking lying, Vox. First off, they won. This wasn't a fucking banana republic election. This was a real election. They won because the people in that country decided that's the way they wanted to go. They haven't done anything unconstitutional. Unless you're talking about them doing this to the EU and saying, fuck you guys, fine us, you're not getting any immigrants in here. Sorry, Hungary did the same thing. They go, what the fuck are you going to do? I think one of the Hungarian delegates...
Orban doesn't fuck around.
He's like, what are you going to do? Invade us? Then fucking invade us. Because the EU's in a shitty position. Poland and Hungary have put them in a position where they're saying, look, we'll be part of the EU. We want to trade and everything, but we don't want your fucking immigrants. And the EU's saying, you better take them.
Hey,
and
EU.
they've said, or what?
Hey, EU, what are you going to do? Invade Poland? Because before you make that decision, I'd like you to open up your history textbook to page 38. Look at the years 1933 through 1945. There's no...
Is it bad optics?
Nobody wants to see the headline, blank invades Poland. It's not.
Hold on, it gets even better. Who's the head of the EU now? Who's the big dick now that England's leaving? It's Germany. So it would actually be German forces. No, seriously, guys. No, I'm not even kidding, because they are. Germany is in 2008.
Even if they weren't, it's
still
the EU would draw the soldiers from Germany because
Exactly.
they're right next to Poland,
Yeah,
and they'd
exactly.
go, "Well, we're going to use your forces to invade."
What are you going to invade them with a cargo boat filled with immigrants and just drop them off? Like, this is...
And you can't order the Serbian countries around because they want none of your bullshit. If you go look at the Slavic countries right now, they actually are forming their own defensive cooperative alliance. So now all the Slavic Eastern European countries are like, oh, yeah, we don't want anything. We'll do our own thing over here because we're not going to tell each other what to do. We're just going to make sure that no muzzies get in here. And that's what they're doing. And they're like, yeah, Serbia, you do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. Just, we'll all make sure that we don't let the you-know-what's in here. That's what they're doing. It's working.
Political party peace is in power. After winning the presidency and a majority in parliament,
They won the presidency and a majority in parliament, okay? A real election.
they've ignored the Constitution, taken over the courts, purged the military, and cracked down on the media. Peace is bringing authoritarian...
They haven't cracked down on the media. They covered all the route. If anything, the media's fucking been wrecking them. What are you talking? Again, Vox does this all the time. Then the liberals do it all the time. Leftists do this all the time. But they do it. They provide this information with no proof. They just say it. That's it. They just said it. That's it. That's how it is.
Authoritarianism back to Poland and openly rebelling against the European Union. It's a shocking turn for a country that just a few...
Why did they... Okay, but listen to what he's saying. Listen to the best part. Watch.
Bringing authoritarianism back to Poland and openly rebelling against the European Union. It's a shocking turn for...
Did you hear that?
How dare...
Did you hear that?
Oh, how...
Openly rebelling!
How dare you? The arrogance. You're losing more and more people every day with this shit. Like, you think this is helping, but a lot of people are going, wait, what? That doesn't make any sense.
Openly rebelling.
It's bringing authoritarianism back to Poland and openly rebelling against the European Union. It's a shock...
You European Union are the authoritarians who are trying to push their pro-immigrant agenda on these countries. The only one, the actual Poland's the one just pushing back against your authoritarianism. You fucking dicks.
Authoritarianism back to Poland and openly rebelling against the European Union. It's a shocking turn for a country that just a few years ago was hailed as one of Europe's most promising young democracies.
Yeah, I get it. It was hailed most promising young democracy. And do you understand what a fucking bad job you had to do, the EU? Do you understand how much you had to fucking bully these people and bully countries like Hungary? You know how much you had to bully them for a couple years for them to go, whoa, 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 whoa. What are we doing here? We can't afford boatloads of people here, guys. I'm really sorry.
No, we need to though, because as Bono says, the youthful exuberance of young African males will reinvigorate Europe from the aging, dying Europeans. I believe is his quote.
Cool. How many taxes does Bono pay in Europe, or did he move his company over to the U.S. to have a way lower tax rate?
You almost fucking basically crippled the economy of Ireland.
Yeah.
But fuck them, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, how did this happen, and can it be stopped?
Listen to the music. I feel like I'm playing Command & Conquer. How did it happen?
Why does anybody take this shit seriously?
Right. But they do. But a lot of people do. This video's been up for a week, and
why does the left get to even? Why are they allowed to speak?
What's the ratio on this Poland video? It's 40,000 likes, 36,000 dislikes. So it's about almost half and half.
It was an old story to the people of Poland. Conquest, subjugation, enslavement. It had happened before.
What would you do with that attitude?
In Poland's troubled history, but never with such inhumanity.
Poland had a traumatic 20th century.
You think?
Understatement of the fucking century, by the way.
I just don't understand why you you understand then that they did have a tough 20th century.
Yeah.
So why are you bullying them?
Yeah,
into
what are
doing
you
things they don't
doing?
wanna do?
No, but it's the typical leftist ideology. No, we know what's best for you. Bringing in 50,000 immigrants a day is going to make Poland better.
It was invaded twice during World War II, first by the Germans and then by the Soviets, who re-established the country after the war, but as a communist state under their control. In fact, Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin directly contributed to a draft of Poland's constitution, which was formalized in 1952. These are his handwritten notes. For the next several decades, Poland developed very little, while it was cut off from the rest of the world. It became one of several Soviet-backed communist countries in Central and Eastern Europe that made up the Soviet bloc. That started to change in the 1980s.
Which is why, by the way, you're never, ever, 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 ever going to get them.
You're right.
To stop believing in nationalism, to stop believing in capitalism. It's not going to happen in Poland. They're going to tell you to go fuck yourself every single time. They got raped by the Nazis. Then we sold them out after the war and just handed them to the Soviets.
Yep.
You think they want to go through all that shit again? No. The Soviets are thinking the way we think about 9/11. Never fucking again. Ever.
No, you're right. It's that fool me once, but it ain't happening. You're right.
Polish unions started organizing huge strikes against the communist government. The movement came to be called Solidarity, and it grabbed the attention of the whole world.
But you're the ones being communists now. The EU is closer to the communist organization.
Socialist. We're socialist. Democratic. Socialists.
Communist.
Whatever.
As part of the International Day of Solidarity with the people of Poland, we send them this message behind their wall of silence.
From my cold, dead hands.
In this time of despair,
Get your hands off me, you damn dirty Polak.
we hold out this candle of hope.
In 1989, the communist government caved to the pressure and agreed to let
The pressure of who? Who is the leader of this country in 1989? Notice how they cherry pick what happened. Who was the president of the United States that actually pushed?
Yo, but you don't get it.
No, I get it. I get it very well.
You're fucking whatever, dude.
How did Obama do this?
Clinton. It was all Clinton.
It was Clinton? Okay, I apologize.
non-communist.
What happened was Reagan knew Clinton was going to get elected someday.
How did he know?
Like, well,
By the way, in '89, at that point, he didn't know Reagan didn't know much.
well, because he was doing such a great job selling cocaine for the CIA in Arkansas.
It was a good job.
And murdering young boys and leaving their dead bodies on the train tracks.
Allegedly.
Well, I mean, he got Billy Jack Haynes to do it. Stone Cold Steve Austin, I'm going to get you Stone Cold. And then, so then Reagan was like, well, he's selling a lot of cocaine for the CIA. He's their new golden boy. And he knew that they were going to, so he's like, I better defeat communism before the Clintons do. I don't know.
Communist
Any of
parties
that's historically accurate.
run in the elections. Solidarity and Democratic candidates went on to win the majority of parliament and the presidency. They established the Republic of Poland and became the first country in Europe to topple communism. The rest of the Soviet bloc soon followed.
By the way, Poland set off a chain reaction.
They did.
It was hilarious. They're like, yeah, we're out. And then everybody's like, wait, if Poland gets to leave, I want to leave too.
Yeah, Poland's like the first person to leave a shitty party. Everyone else is like, hey, Tim left, so I guess we could leave. He left. We could leave. Tim left.
It's so true.
We're leaving now.
It's so true. Everybody at a shitty party's always waiting for that one guy.
And you go to
I
your
got work
girlfriend
in
or
the
wife,
morning,
you're
and
like, honey.
baby, can you be a bitch?
Yeah,
Can you be
just
a fucking
can
bitch,
we
please?
Go? Hey, Come on.
All right, listen.
I
On the
love you.
count of 3, start a fight with me.
Okay,
That's
ready?
how we'll
Go.
do it. All right, ready?
You piece of shit.
You said you were gonna do. Oh no, you said you were gonna do it before the fucking party. Look, guys, I'm sorry. This bitch. I've done that before.
And then 10 minutes later, you're sitting in the parking lot of a McDonald's sharing nuggets.
Yeah, have you ever done that with a girl?
course.
Oh my god,
Of course.
I've had girlfriends and I fake fight all the time to get out of things.
Great way to get out of
And then
things.
as soon as you get out, like he said, you're at McDonald's going. Oh, good. Oh,
Can I
good.
get some honey mustard?
Dude, by the way, that was fucking very
funny.
convincing the way
They
you yelled at
believe
me.
you.
But now they also think I have a small penis.
But whatever.
But what else?
Well, yeah, they always say to wrap a lie in some truth.
You're like, well, that was just hurtful,
ma'am.
And then you really do end up fighting. You ever have a fake fight devolve into a real,
To a real
one?
fight?
Like, it's just like wrestling around with a friend when you're a kid, and you actually clip them with an elbow, and then they start fucking you up.
Yeah. Or when you slap box. Like, when you're slap boxing and then it turns into fist really quick.
I know a guy who got murdered over a slap boxing game. I swear to God, Shotty Butler.
That man?
He was
Seth Rich.
Yeah, his name was Shotty Butler. He was my first cocaine dealer, and
He worked for the Clintons.
And he did. He worked under Billy Jack Haynes. Actually, it was Billy Jack Haynes. The structure was Billy Jack Haynes. It was Clinton at the top, then Billy Jack Haynes, and then Shotty Butler,
Okay.
the guy I went to middle school with. But yeah, he was. It was at a real hood rat party too, and people were doing like fucking around, whatever. So people were slap boxing. Shotty was a big black dude, and nobody fucked with him. But he was the nicest guy. And this girl, this real ghetto ass girl, wanted to fucking slap box with him. And Shotty was like, I'm not trying to fucking man. I ain't gonna hit a girl. The girl was like, come on, man, let's do it. And everybody was like, yeah, cool, let's do it. Everybody was agreed, it's fine, whatever. So they start fucking around slap boxing, and I guess he clipped her pretty good. And then her boyfriend shot him to death in front of the entire party.
Oh, we got a Streamlabs from Vox. How dare you slander us? Cease and desist immediately, or else.
We didn't slander you. Just called you a bunch of communist homosexuals.
Yeah.
Good luck proving that that's not true in court.
This posed a challenge for Western Europe.
We cannot aim at anything less than the union of Europe as a whole.
This nigga looks like a cartoon character. He is always
Winston Churchill, yeah.
Always looked like a cartoon character.
Does. We care about people. Now kill all the Indians.
Or is that because he has one of those weird looks that animators probably honed on, right? And he probably, that's probably what it is. Because animators are very unoriginal.
Yeah.
Back in the 30s and 40s, they just looked at famous people and you're like, Winston Churchill, I'll make him a duck. That's what they did. They didn't have any original ideas. Like, Charlie Chaplin's great, but what if he was a fucking, muskrat? And then they just make a cartoon.
Done.
And we look forward with confidence to the day when that union will be achieved.
Pot awful. Poland was raped by Eurasia Argento.
That's very good.
That was great because that was
Very good.
That was a Me Too and a geography joke. So it was very well played.
Double whammy.
Since the
I don't care what Mike says about your long hair.
end of World War II,
But anybody who can layer a rape joke over a geography joke, a geopolitical joke, that's top notch. That's a heavy hitter right there.
Rape geography.
the continent's democracies had been growing closer, signing free trade deals that became the precursor to today's European Union.
Mr. Winters in the chat, Churchill was a real piece of shit. I think we've established long ago on the show and I've said this a million times, they're all psychopaths.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we can stop establishing that heads of state are sociopaths. You don't even get to compete for that job unless you're a piece of shit. So, but he was our piece of shit,
At first, the trade deals just covered coal and steel, but as they grew to include agriculture, energy, and other markets, more countries joined, making Europe more...
You notice, too, like, there's always, like, the neocon boomers that are like, England and America saved the world from the Hitlers. But then,
Hitlers.
And no, it's true. But then there's all these, Hitler killed 17 billion Jews. And you're like, all right, whatever. And then there's the Spurgs on the other side that go, Churchill was the real Hitler. And
Like,
you're
calm down.
All right, guys, how about this? How about when you're at war, everyone murders civilians? Stop telling me Churchill was a bad guy when we're still drone striking kids in Syria.
Winston Churchill was a Kurt Metzger of the war.
We're like, we're dumping white phosphorus on children in Syria, and we're like, how dare Churchill bomb Dresden? Are you fucking serious? Enough.
Yeah, we're accidentally bombing weddings. Let's not pretend like we're this big moral arbiter here, folks. Let's be realistic.
We have the highest kill streak in the history of the world.
Why do you think we have so many nukes? We keep unlocking them.
Even our Civil War, we killed so many of ourselves.
We're good at killing, Mike. We're really good at it.
Even during peacetime, we're like, you know what? I don't like what fucking Georgia said to us.
Yeah.
You know those pricks in South Carolina? You know what they fucking said about my wife?
Oh, I'll fucking kill them. And back then, you really had to know you were mad because you had to pack all the musket balls in and stick the stick in.
And then you had to shoot at your own cousin.
I know.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck.
More economically and politically integrated than it had ever been before. As the former Soviet bloc countries started establishing democracies of their own, Western Europe needed to find a way to include them. So in 1993, the established...
And by them, we mean North Africans. What?
It's true.
EU countries came up with a strict checklist for admitting new members.
You have to do whatever
New
we
member
say
states-
whenever we say it. Number one.
If not, we will put embargoes on you and fine you.
Number two, rule number 2 for being in the EU, terrorism is part and parcel of living as a part of the EU.
Well, let's see the real list.
Number 3, rape is not as big of a deal as you make it out to be.
Established EU countries came up with a...
I think the thing on rape was, if it's brown, suck it down. If it's white, send it back. All right, let's go.
Strict checklist for admitting new members. New member states needed to have a free market economy, respect human rights, and the rule of law.
And then we would take all that away from you and do it ourselves.
And also, rule number 4 is you have to sacrifice the. You got to allow your daughters to be raped and murdered if you want delicious falafel and tacos.
No, I'll eat pizza.
Mr. Winters in the chat, was Hitler a psychopath? Short answer, yes. Again, this goes back to my point. Everyone who is a CEO or a head of state is a psychopath. You read many articles about that, okay?
It's true.
Donald Trump, on some level, is a psychopath. He's our psychopath, and I love him, but he wouldn't be competing against people like the Clintons if he wasn't a fucking psychopath. These people are lunatics. Most of us in this game of life of chicken would veer off the road before any of these heads of state would. If you were in a car and you were fucking barreling out towards fucking Winston Churchill and he was in a truck barreling towards you, you'd pull the wheel first. That's why Winston Churchill is Winston Churchill, and that's why we are who we are.
Yeah, because you understand that these fucking psychopaths have medical tents set up in warehouses like Gus Fring with bags of blood, baby blood.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna be fine, you know? Let's put it more.
Partial, so everyone could get a fair trial. These EU rules helped bring former communist countries in while also keeping them from sliding back into authoritarianism.
Yeah,
How did that work out?
Thank you, EU, for making sure that the last thing Europe did was slide back into authoritarianism. Guys, for all the hard work you've done to protect liberty and banning memes, you fucking pieces of shit.
Oh, fuck.
They were designed to keep the peace in Europe.
Do you understand the EU is like a fucking serial killer that has some young girl chained in some shipping container in his backyard in the woods, and every time he goes out back to rape her, he's like, I'm protecting you. The world's a scary place out there. You're safe here in this shipping container.
Have them fucking tied to the bed like fucking Kathy Bates in Misery.
That's what I mean.
Breaking their legs.
But I come and I bring you sandwiches and food and drinks.
Yeah, okay, cool. First off, your soup's not that great. Secondly, my legs are broken.
But also, you keep raping me and burning me with a soldering iron.
So
could I get out of this container ship? No, it's
No,
best if you stay safe here with me.
Poland joined the EU in 2004, and because of Solidarity's success, it became one of the most promising new members. Each year after it joined, Poland received millions of euros to help fund highways, schools, hospitals, and modern infrastructure.
So now you owe us. Like, you see, this is Dude, the EU, these are mafia techniques.
Poland has one of the greatest economies in Europe right now.
Yes.
And that is simply because they keep telling you to go fuck yourselves. All right? They'll make more money leaving the EU. Don't use this argument because Poland, if Poland said tomorrow, we're out, we're cutting a check, we're out of this thing. Here's whatever back pay we owe you. Get the fuck out. Poland's economic index would skyrocket.
Agree? No, 100%.
And you don't think Trump would step in and go, "We are very happy to announce our new trade pact with Poland"?
No, but knowing Trump, he'd call them Polacks.
These great Polacks, these amazing, thick-necked, longshoreman types. By the way, President of Poland, he had a great joke he told me earlier about the Polish Navy.
Is it something with a screen door on a submarine?
And then something about light bulbs and turning a stool around. I don't remember exactly. I've been very busy this week.
Tell him to pee in the corner of a round room. I don't know about these people.
But we can all agree pierogies are terrible. They're absolutely terrible. Have you tried our taco bowls?
Trump Tower.
We don't even have to let our daughters die to make them good here in this country anymore. It's great. It's amazing. Simply just the best.
We don't have to let our daughters die.
This nigga at his daughter's funeral was talking about fucking burritos.
Oh, fuck.
Like, nigga, what is wrong with you?
Oh, fuck. Okay, let's skip a little bit ahead because we gotta get to break here soon.
15, on par with previous election results, but after Tusk left for the EU, his coalition fell apart, making room for the right-wing party to take over. According to Peace, after decades of Soviet control, Poland was now being controlled by the EU.
According to Poland, according to the leading party in Poland that won, they're saying they're being controlled by the EU. It's almost like the people that voted them in thought, I'm really sick of these fucking guys telling me, the last time Germany told us what to do, it was fucking terrible.
The complete and utter lack of awareness, the way they present this shit. And it's, again, dude, you guys think, like, you guys are still very cocky and you think that you're going to win. But do you understand that, like, it's human nature for most people. Obviously, there's always going to be these 80 IQ dumb motherfuckers that just do what they're told.
Well, I watch Rick and Morty, so.
Most of us in this world, even us of average intelligence, generally
The
speaking...
Joe Rogans, if you will.
Jimmy, pull that up. Most of us, though, you will present us with things, and we will generally go, yeah, I don't know, that doesn't... Some of this seems a little weird.
Right.
And again, you're going to trick the 80 IQ motherfuckers with this, and that's fine. But even average intelligence, because neither me nor Royce are fucking geniuses.
Not at all.
And we are smart enough to at least go, wait a minute. Bring that back 15 seconds. What the fuck did he just say? It's just language. It's communication. Basic communication. When you're like, Poland is revolting against the EU, it's a rebellion, and you're like, like the citizens are burning down the state Capitol building?
They're voting. They're actually voted, and
So they voted a party in, and then the party said, we don't no longer think the EU represents our core ideals.
Right, and then question mark Nazism.
And then eventually normies are going to go, you're fucking lying to me.
You're a fucking liar.
Yeah, like even if, look, man, there's some people out there that never learn. And again, these 80 IQ motherfuckers, but most of us, like if you're in a relationship and a girl runs off and sucks a dick, that's it. It's done. You sucked, you're out.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't believe you now. Every time you want to go fucking suck a dick, you're going to lie. Every time you say, no, I was at the gym, sucking a dick. So you're gone. And that's what they got sick of the fucking lies. They went, you're gone. Get out of here. Viktor Orban's doing the same shit in Hungary. He's like, get out. Go. And they're like, but you don't want to know what happens when we leave? No, I'm very eager to find out what happens when you get out. Now get the fuck out. He's not kowtowing to them.
The EU's like is telling Poland, no, sorry, those immigrants they come from from factory, so there's nothing we could do.
Remember when they did the I'm trying to remember. Was it Family Guy or whatever, when they did the whole like the guy's like trying to like the guinea is trying to like vaguely threaten a guy. Like,
oh
please, go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
No, I want you to go ahead. Show me.
Okay,
nah, because you don't want to know what happens when you find out what happens. If you mess with me. Oh no, I do. I want to find out. Go ahead. Well, nah, you trust me. You want to go easy, buddy. Go easy. No, I want to go very hard.
Yeah, let's go right now.
Free shot.
Like when Hareem told you, you better not say anything about Israel Holmes.
And I said,
like,
or what?
Or what?
And I was calm. I wasn't like, again, I'm in my 30s. I'm not like, or what, motherfucker? It's more fun, I've learned later in life, to just go, or what? Or what are you gonna? Are you gonna do something? Are you gonna hit me? Because again, I wanted Hareem to hit me because if the DC cops showed up and they saw me in a suit and the
Good
other
point.
guy going, "Olele! Oh, you said I fucked this thing up, Holmes," I'll be like, "This man hit me." I would like him arrested. And I would like him to spend the night in a DC jail while I spend the night at the Marriott.
Lovely Marriott on Bethesda, by the way. Shout out to Bethesda Marriott.
Oh, God,
Beautiful.
it's been so long since I slept in a bed where the only reason I woke up in the middle of the night was because I was so hot from not moving.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my God, I just slept in the same position. I never do that. You know when you get out of a bed and you go, oh, for a minute? It was one of those beds where you're like, the pain of coming back into the real world was like, oh, man.
Came to power, it pledged to take back Poland's independence.
Oh, and by the way, you're going to lose fucking Italy next.
Oh, yeah, no,
that
Italy's
guy.
gone. Italy's that guy. You saw the Time cover?
No. What do they do? I love this man. By the way, the new prime minister of Italy is he the new prime minister or is he still running?
No, he is. It was the new face.
Dude, he went off on a fucking tangent on television in Italy where somebody was trying to call him a Nazi, and he was just going off about how these Africans are pissing and shitting in our streets and they're not from here. And he just went full fash, and I was like, Jesus, dude. And the whole crowd is Salvini, thank you. Salvini, they were fucking cheering him on TV. They love him. They're starting to come around with him.
Did you see? This is what Time magazine, the propaganda wing, the Democratic Party, that was their Time cover. Look how ominous they made him look. They did the black and white, the new face of Europe, and the evil smile.
And if you've ever seen this guy speak too, that's not his vibe at all. If you see him speaking, he's like this little Italian guy. He's like Mario.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's all just like, again,
I just want to keep the Mushroom Kingdom white.
But it's not like he's a racist guy. He's stating facts, and whenever he states facts, people just clutch their pearls and freak out. He's like, just go. He was naming certain neighborhoods. He goes, go to this neighborhood in this town. You've got thousands of these people pissing and shitting in the streets. They're fucking breaking windows. They're doing all this shit. They don't belong here. And everybody,
yeah, he does. And actually, as a matter of fact, he calls all the immigrants Koopas. And he says, look, there's too many Koopas going right here.
But he's not even doing the whole white European thing, because let's be honest, Italians at this point.
I've seen True Romance.
Italians and Greeks at this point have no business doing that. But he understands that, and he's not. He does like the same thing if you look at Casa Pound in Italy, which is like a fascist right-wing organization. They offer free medical. They offer free hostels and stuff for locals that are of Italian descent. Even Casa Pound, they say, is this a white or black thing? Is this? And they go, no. If you come here and you serve in our military or something, or you do something to become a part of this community, yeah, we'll help you. But these people are just coming here and going, give me my fucking whatever it is, 487 euros a month. And I'm just going to go piss and shit in the streets all day. And it's like, no. Like, so this guy's finally, like, people are finally fighting back.
They are.
And we need to keep encouraging them.
Agree. And don't worry. As long as Trump's in there, like Poland and Hungary, we got your back, boys. Don't worry about it.
Hungry? I'm starving. Get it? Because of the food?
Like, good Jerky Boys impression.
Like food or something?
Good Jerky Boys impression. I like it. Guys.
Time to go to break or something.
Stop it. Where's the $60,000, Jim?
Fucking.
He's in his 50s.
Milking a fucking one-off character. Which, by the way, I do goofy characters too. The whole point of them is to just do them for 1 second to like annoy Royce and get a little rise. Like, I would never do an entire podcast as a character.
Tomorrow, Mike's doing the entire show as Alex Jones. RevengeOfTheSith.com/donate. That's how you help us. We're going to break here, guys. We're going to be back. You could go to Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. Become a patron. SPLC Fund. Streamlabs.com/RevengeOfTheSith. Thank you, everybody that's given. We'll be right back in 5 minutes. Talk amongst yourselves. Revenge of the Sith.
The most exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Sith. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk low. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mersch are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Sith, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
For this performance in Delaware.
To make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now, and that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week, you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short-sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity, containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. A new night, a new time. The Sully Show returns to More Like Radio, Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern before Dutch and Royce. Tuesday nights will never be the same.
I am the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. I am a thatched roof cottage in Wales. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
And now a woman who knows about shaming firsthand, supermodel Gigi Hadid.
All right, everyone enjoying themselves? How's that filet mignon? You know, we're all here for a really important reason. Because everyone
Randy,
should have
Randy,
a safe
we've got a
space
problem.
wherever
What?
they go.
Reality's here. He's trying to crash the party. Reality? Who let him in? Shit! Ooh, nice wine, huh? What do you think of that? You know what I think of your pretty flowers? There you go. How do you like that?
All right, buddy, let's go.
I shit on all of you.
Seagal?
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! Give me that, you stupid bitch. What a lovely charity event. I suppose you're all feeling pretty good about yourselves, hmm? What have you done? You've raised $300 by spending $500,000 on filet mignon and crystal glasses. Look at you, Vin dipshit. You say fat shaming is wrong, so in response you show off your abs. You're the one fat shaming, idiot! What's the matter with you people? You're sad that people are mean? Well, I'm sorry. The world isn't one big liberal arts college campus. We eat too much. We take our spoiled life for granted. Feel a little bad about it sometimes. No. You want to put all your shit up on the internet and have every single person say, hooray for you. Fuck you. You're all pricks.
Second hour Revenge of the Sis on your hump day. Thank you for staying with us, guys, even though we had a little internet mix-up on Monday. We are going to go twice as hard this week and
same pace.
And only phone it in half the time.
Same
pace.
Still phoning it in 80%.
Slower. This is 80%. It's not bad. Thank you guys for staying with us. Of course, revengeofthesis.com. Go to the shop. You can buy some t-shirts. Wear those t-shirts. Send the pictures. If you have boobs, and I have to stress this last time because last time I said it and I got the wrong pictures. If you have boobs and are a female, please wear the shirts and take a picture. Guy boobs are okay, I guess, and we appreciate you guys buying the shirt, but the aesthetic looks better when they're female titties. So, of course, that always helps us out.
You guys need to get in touch with us. revengeofthesis@gmail.com if you want to send us any 17-page emails.
17, 18.
For us to dissect. And then
I shouldn't have to scroll 5 times to read your entire message. Welcome back, folks.
And if you do have to scroll that many times to read somebody's message, they better be, like, breaking up with or divorcing you or... Like, it needs to be official.
Or funeral paperwork. Arrangements. Funeral arrangements would be okay or something like that.
Dude, when I got into FM radio years ago, I've signed contracts that were shorter than that.
Some people in Sirius have careers shorter than that.
Leave Jimmy alone.
Hey. You mean Chips? Fucking loser.
This is my show, and it's fucking hilarious.
Where's the money, Jimmy? What porn star are we going to have? Yeah, no. So anyway, John Cena. Give me a second here.
They always have old porn stars.
I
too.
know.
They're like, do you understand? I don't want to watch you interview a 28-year-old porn star. That's depressing. It is. Like, literally, any 28-year-old, like 28-year-old women, like 26 to 28 is like that's the fucking sweet spot of like being pretty and still not being retarded. But if you're 26 to 28-year-old porn star, you might as well be 60.
You're right.
It's just like
or dead.
It's fucking sad though. Nobody wants to talk to a woman who fucks for a living on her way downward. Like some of the girls they bring on Jim and Sam that are porn stars, their actual market value is I'm watching it drop in real time.
So this video is an older video, but this sucks because there's some great videos that came out when Mike and I weren't doing radio, and this guy has become a meme. But I think it's time for us to show Trumpet Fight. Now, Mike, I showed you before the show. You haven't seen this. I just saw it for the first time today. I think we'll enjoy it. Now, here's the setup. This is in New York City. New York City. Thank you.
Sorry.
It's okay. This is in New York City, and there's a gentleman, one of those street musicians, playing a trumpet. Okay. Seems like it'll be a brown gentleman playing a trumpet. And this this is a Jewish man, by the way. When I first heard that, I was a Jewish woman because the way it sounds is a Jewish man walking up and being very mad that he's playing the trumpet. So here we go.
Yeah.
And this guy's filming.
You suck. How dare you ruin it for everybody else? Get out. No. No, you go. I'm not going anywhere, shithead. Get the fuck out of my neighborhood. Get out. You're no artist. You suck. You're a mediocre piece of
By the way,
shit.
this man is for those of you just listening to the podcast only video, the man yelling at the guy playing the trumpet is a walking Nazi propaganda cartoon.
Yeah, no, that is true.
He is so horrendously offensive on the eyes.
Yeah.
Like, I will say this. If I drew that man,
you would be banned on Facebook
without context, and I just posted it to social media, I would be at post blocked, and I would be called an anti-Semite.
Of course.
They'd go, "There's nobody who looks like that."
Okay.
Hey, you suck. I've been playing 41 years. You suck.
I've been playing 41 years, pal.
Oh, wait, Legal Latino Heat coming in with some breaking news, a hot take.
Okay.
Jews run New York City. Whoa! You got any other bombshells? You got any other secrets of the universe you're going to unlock for us today?
Yeah, we know. I've heard an Al Sharpton
Jesus
speech.
Christ. What the fuck was that about?
This just in, water's also wet. Did you hear that?
Miss Lippy's car is green.
All right, I mean, good.
Get out! You're no artist. You suck. You're a mediocre piece of shit. You can't even play. You suck. I've been playing 41 years.
Okay, look, I can actually relate to this. A couple years ago, we used to have a saxophone guy. He's still out there in Ybor City. He got his ass beat one time for a while, and then he was gone, but he came back. This guy only plays like 2 songs. He plays Careless Whisper terribly, and he plays Lowrider by War. I swear to God, it's only 2 songs.
I'm already angry.
And he's out in Ybor City every day, 7 days a week, from probably like right before dinner to like late afternoon into the nighttime, right? So imagine partying and working in the same city every night and having to hear the same 2 songs. And the worst part was he never got any better at playing those 2 songs. Now, if you gave me a saxophone and said, just play Careless Whisper and Lowrider every day, I would blow your fucking mind after a few months of just having to do that. He's still just as bad as the first day I ever heard him. And it's always...
Oh, God.
And then, like, there'll be like that pause, and you'll be sitting there having a drink, eating your lunch, and you hear... Every fucking day. And it got to a point where one day I finally was like, yo, and this was back when things were still better for me financially. And I was just hanging out with my dope boyfriends one night, and we're walking through. It was the same Christmas Eve we beat up the pedicab guy. Was walking, we're out there, and I just like the 3rd time that night I heard, and finally I was like, yo, who's got money on him right now? I was like, I got like $50. Who else has money? And everybody chipped in, and between my group of friends, they chipped in 50, and then I chipped in 50. So we had $100, and I went up to the guy, and I was like, look, I'm gonna pay you $100. I don't want to fucking see you around here until after Christmas. All right? You got tonight, you got tomorrow. I want to enjoy my Christmas holiday. I don't want to hear the same 2 songs over and over again. You're fucking terrible at saxophone. Everyone in Ybor City hates you. I will give you $100 to go away for the next day and a half. And the guy was like, he looked really wounded, but he took the 100 and he just went away. And it was like, and even the hardcore like dope fucking boy gang members were like, man, when he looked at you, he looked really hurt. Like, that shit hurt my heart. And I was like, I don't care, man. Fuck him. He's hurting my ears. Fucking prick.
You suck. I'm a left-handed guitarist. You suck. No! 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 You go. Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out!
That is the only response. That is the only response.
Apparently, Pod Awful has interviewed this guy. So check that out. You could post a link in the chat. I'm going to check that out after the show, Jesse. That sounds awesome.
That's the only response, though.
Yeah. But he looks like he's going to hit him.
Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! Get out!
It's not gonna do anything. No. Once you start flailing around that much and you haven't hit anybody yet, you're not gonna do shit. I love this trumpet player.
Get out! Where are you from? Where are you from? Go to a studio and rehearse. Maybe something you'll learn. You suck. You're a no-talent piece of shit.
So man,
he's really angry.
You lack the talent to know that everybody around you what they want to do or not. Get out! How dare you come down here and do this? I'm here 14 years. I've lived in this town my whole life. You're a disgrace. You suck. How dare you? I'm like 3 blocks down. Who the hell do you think you are?
Look at his torso. Look at his body.
I know, it's what I mean.
Who the hell do you think you are?
He's a walking propaganda piece.
You any kind of artist? Anybody know who you are? Maybe everybody else wants to enjoy the peace and quiet. This is one of the most important places in all of North America. Who are you?
Saul Rosenberg was quoted as saying about this man, Jesus Christ, dial it back. You're making us look bad.
Who are you? You miserable, presumptuous, no talent. You're no artist.
Why are you
An artist.
Why are you carrying things around in a trash bag? Is one of the things I'm very curious about.
Respects the silence. It serves as the foundation of
No,
creativity.
that's not Rhea Perlman. Rhea Perlman is a much more upbeat, nice lady.
And taller.
Presumptuous, no talent.
Wait,
You're
Legal
no
Latino
artist.
Heat is saying that that's a lady. Is that a lady?
No, that's a dude.
Okay.
It's a dude. I'm telling you,
so
it's a
hard.
dude.
It doesn't look human. Yeah. It's really hard to tell.
An artist respects the silence. It serves as the foundation of creativity. You obviously don't have the talent. You don't have enough respect for yourself or other people.
Why are you
Or
yelling at the cameraman now?
Dude, listen to the words. You don't get it.
what it is to express yourself. In music or any other form of creativity. And I'm an NYU film school graduate. Sucker.
Okay, but look.
Sucker.
My response always to that when people go, I graduated from NYU. And I'm like, yeah, nigga, and you're arguing with me on the internet. So what have you done with your fucking degree? What have you done to apply your fucking brilliance in life? Everybody's right. Sucker.
Sucker's
I'm going to get you, sucker.
Five time.
And I'm an NYU film school graduate. Sucker. And the School of Visual Arts.
And by the way, you're a walking fucking Jewish propaganda piece, and you can only get into NYU.
It looks like when you would put your little brother's G.I. Joe in the microwave, and it would melt at the waist.
The Academy of Art University in San Francisco. You suck. You're a no talent.
Andre the Jew midget. Okay, that's actually pretty funny. He does look like
that's
Andre the
that's
Giant.
what he looks like.
You're a no talent.
4'9"
from Tel Aviv,
from the Upper West Side.
If you really had talent, go practice. Why in the kitchen?
We heard you. This is where I get like with these people, right? I heard you. Now what? I don't, dude. And again, it's not him. It's like everybody lately in my life just repeating themselves over and over again. I heard you. I heard you. I heard you. What now?
Yourself a gig instead of ruining the end of the day for everybody down here. You disgrace.
It seems like
Well, at least he never gets a tummy ache.
leave it to the little midgety Jew to speak for everyone. He's ruining everyone's day.
Practice and then get yourself a gig instead of ruining the end of the day for everybody down here. You disgrace. You're every.
That's what I would have done to him. Fucking lowrider. Well, fuck this asshole.
Everything that's gone wrong in this world. You're a self-consumed, no talent, mediocre piece of shit. And I've earned my right to say it. Okay? I had
He dropped his bag. He dropped his troll bag.
It's just, I don't get, like, what are you so angry about? You can't possibly. All of this anger can't be stemming from this trumpet player, is what I'm getting
No, there's no way.
Hey! I had 200,000 people in program. In 1975, I walked Bob Dylan up on stage.
Huh?
I drive a Dodge Stratus. I can do 20 push-ups without losing breath.
Walked Bob Dylan up on stage. Who the fuck are you? I knew the Grateful Dead from 1966. Who the fuck are you? You nothing.
Now you're carrying your shit around in a plastic bag. That's my problem with this trumpet player. Stand up for yourself. Like, I know he probably doesn't want to be the bad guy in the video, but I would have been like, all right, fine. You introduced Bob Dylan on stage, and now you're walking around with your fucking belongings in a trash bag yelling at a trumpet player in the street. So, who really has had to fall from grace here, bud?
Nothing.
Dr. Mantis Toboggan is what Pod Awful just called.
Yes, that's exactly what he is.
You got the AIDS full blown.
Dr. Mantis Toboggan, he really does. He looks like what Real Perlman and Danny DeVito's kid should have looked like.
Legal Latino Heat. Choose your funny characters. No wonder they do movies and shows. Yeah, movies and shows and cartoons and banking and geopolitics, international finance, running the world.
Wars.
Oppressing people. But you get the point.
You
get it.
I knew the Grateful Dead from 1966.
To 1966 with the tail end of it. They got sick of me real quick.
You nothing.
He was their roadie, but then they figured out he could only carry one tambourine.
It's a lot of trips.
It's so tiring.
You nothing. You nothing.
He looks like he should be making shoes with his gnome wife.
If he's touring with anybody, it looks like he should be touring with Guar.
Yeah.
He's just like, they don't even give him a costume. We hired him because we saved money on a costume.
You are nothing. And you will never be anything.
All right, but again, my whole thing is, this is why people like this amuse me. I would simply ask this gentleman, if I'm nothing, why am I such a huge part of your day right now? That's the part I don't. Let me be nothing then. Let me go back to my shitty nothing existence, playing trumpet outside your window. Which, by the way, which window is yours?
That's all I would do. That's all I would do.
And I would aim my trumpet at his window.
Never. How dare you?
Pod Awful says, Jesse says if he cut his head off, he would be SpongeBob.
So true, though.
How dare you? You miserable, mediocre nothing.
Where's his waist? No, I'm not even. Look, like, seriously, where's his waist? Does he have a waist?
It looks like somebody just cut off a huge chunk of his torso and then sewed him back together. And just said,
right.
fuck the middle piece.
Shame on you.
What the fuck
What was that face? What is that?
I just realized at the end of the video it wasn't being Jewy enough.
Look at that face.
You crack, stupid little smile. You little pip.
Pip? Did he call him a pip? What the fuck's a pip?
It's a thing you wear on your wrist. And you can get into the vault.
No, it's a pip boy.
Oh.
It's a pip boy.
Don't learn to play.
I don't know.
Go learn to play. You're flat. You can't even carry a fucking note. I don't care about your little, like, horn lip. It doesn't mean that you know how to play.
Dude,
You're
if this
flat.
guy, honestly, if this guy did this to me, I would have been the next day out in front of that fucking goddamn apartment building in full Nazi regalia with a fucking Hitler mustache, blasting out tunes on my trumpet.
Playing Hell's March.
This is what, by the way, this next hit, it's from a band called Screwdriver.
It doesn't mean that you know how to play. You're flat. I'm trained classically, I'm trained contemporaneously, and
All right,
you
enough.
suck.
Go away. Leave me alone.
No! No! No!
And this is where the video ends, and it sucks because I could watch this gentleman all fucking day. All day. So now everybody knows where the meme came from. Yes, and Jesse posted the link to his full interview, so watch that after the show. Fuck. All right, why don't we... Mike, remember Jim Carrey?
No.
Okay, well, let me help you out.
Oh, the painter, the famous painter.
I won't even look at you.
That made him really mad.
I won't even look at you.
Sorry. What happened with Jim Carrey?
He was a guy that would speak out of his butt in the 90s. Remember that?
Yes, but now he's an accomplished painter.
You get one more. So this was him talking about socialism. And I think we should listen to this man, okay?
So, you know, the Republicans are running
on Bill Maher
with the word socialism.
Obviously.
They're trying to say...
Who doesn't know that voice, okay? It's the same smug thing he's done for 20 years, all right?
Religion's crazy. Nobody should follow it. I'm going to make a whole movie about it.
He has disgust in his voice,
Yeah.
no matter who he's talking to or what he's talking about.
They're trying to say...
They're trying to scare people.
Scare
It's
people.
communism. It's
Venezuela, Trump says. We're going to be living in Venezuela.
I grew up
We would be.
in Canada, okay? We have
Right.
socialized medicine.
Yeah, you also have, like, I don't know, fucking a tenth the population of us. You asshole.
You have socialized medicine. It doesn't mean you have a socialist government. Number one. Number two, you fucking flew out of Canada the moment you got a fucking paycheck.
I was just going to say, my next follow-up question would be, where do you live now?
Where did you make most of your money, Jim? Huh? Were you up there with the Trailer Park Boys? Is that what you were doing? Or did you come to America as fast as you could, go to California?
God awful TV. Jim Carrey was homeless in Canada.
Yeah.
He was. They lived in his car. Remember that old story? Oh, shit.
Okay? We have
Right.
socialized medicine. And I am...
By the way, Jim, that's a young man's haircut. Don't get that haircut.
I'm here to tell you that this bullshit line that you get on all of the political shows from people is that it's a failure.
It is! It has failed every single time it's being tried!
That's not real socialism, though.
Then what is? What's real socialism?
Like Wakanda, dude?
It's not a real country.
Yet. Checkmate, bigot.
Wakanda's going to be real, all right, in Africa. It's going to be all Chinese.
So
that's what's going to happen. No, for real.
The first Wakanda will be all
It's
Chinese
going to be all
people
Chinese people.
riding around on black people. Jesus. What? That's what they're going to do.
You're right.
And nobody can stop them because nobody dares call the Chinese racist.
No.
Nobody dares call Asians racist or Latinos racist or black. Only white people. So yes, Chinese people will be breeding them like cattle and riding them around like horses. And guilty white liberals will be going, I can't, because they're communist. I can't, I can't with their stupid, they're fucking
Pushing the button?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just gonna sit there.
Higgs-
I don't know what to do.
Higgsy34 in the chat says, walk, Onda.
That's actually
That's
very,
very
funny.
The system is a failure in Canada. It is not a failure in Canada. I never waited for anything in my life.
Because you're Jim Carrey! By the way, you never win anything in your life because now you go to doctors in America. You fucking liar. I remember Brock Lesnar telling the story because when Brock Lesnar got diverticulitis, it happened in Canada. And he was telling the story. He goes, I'm happy I came to America. I probably would be in a wheelchair right now if I would have done what they wanted in Canada. It is socialized medicine. The wait lists are fucking crazy there.
Yeah,
Secondly,
everybody
you guys
wants-
have 30 people.
Yeah, and again, these millionaires aren't going to ever have to go to the same shitty doctors.
No.
You're going to fly to America and get treated.
That's right.
Brock Lesnar went and said, no, go get me a team of people who will get me in fighting shape again.
Yeah,
and you know what? He probably paid a lot out of pocket for that, even on top of his insurance. But you know what? He did it, and he went right back to UFC.
Yeah.
Beat the shit out of people.
I'm going to believe fucking Jim Carrey, the guy who believes he tickled the autism out of Jenny McCarthy's kid. Get the fuck out of here, Jim.
I chose my own doctors. My mother never paid for a prescription.
Then why, like Jesse said, did you live in a van? If it was so crazy awesome in Canada.
It was fantastic. And I just got back from Vancouver, and I keep hearing this like...
Where I stayed at the Four Seasons.
Canadians are so nice. Canadians are so nice. They can be nice because they have health care.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's all it is.
That's what it is.
That's all it is. Cuba has health care, and they're not really nice there.
I hate this man.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Because he thinks he's smart.
And he's not. He's not. He is not smart at all. Jesse called it Vancouver.
He is the epitome of guys think he's smart because he says things that sound nice and everybody claps. Yeah. But nobody, like, none of your ideas are sustainable. This is, I hate him.
And Canadians aren't all nice. There's horror stories about you on sets. Other actors hated working with you. No, like, you've read about him, right?
Oh, yeah, the Andy Kaufman movie.
He was a fucking... He pretended to be Andy Kaufman to Andy Kaufman's dad. Like, you understand the fucking level of arrogance you have to do that? What kind of human being you have to be?
What a self-indulgent cunt.
Because they have a government that
cares about... Fucking retarded.
It doesn't say sink or fucking swim, pal.
Right.
Or you live in a box.
Or in a van. Like you did in Canada. You fucking liar.
Yeah. There are certain people in our society that need to be taken care of. There are people without as many opportunities.
I agree that there's people in our society that need to be taken because there's a lot of people when they talk about conservatives or right-wing people, whatever. They think that we're all like, let them all die.
Oh, yeah, we just want to dump everybody in a wheelchair out in the street to die. That's not what I mean.
That's not what we mean at all. What we're saying is there's reasonable expectation to some people that actually need help. Look, I'm not one of those people that goes there shouldn't be a safety net. I think there should be a safety net. I really do. I, however, believe that safety net is being taken advantage of by millions and millions of people who don't need it. Able-bodied people that could be working and are not because they have that system and they're taking away from the people. Yeah, you're right. Mike's right. We're not going out there and getting grandpa and just dipping him into a fucking ditch in the fucking there.
Like Bam Margera. Like some kind of Bam Margera prank. Just dumping an old fat guy out the street to die. We're not that heartless. But what I have a problem with is these able-bodied like women that work full-time and are like, why should I have to pay for birth control? I don't know, because I don't want to subsidize your fucking dick taking. That's why. Go fucking pay it $10 a month, whore.
No,
like, you know what I mean?
Don't have enough people. By the way, coming from Mr. Self-Made Man, coming from his story was I wrote a check to myself for $1 million and then I cashed it. You worked. What do you fucking think? Of course. Man, these fucking liberals, when they get older, they become, oh yeah, man, because this guy. When's the last time that Jim Carrey's cooked a meal for himself? You know what I mean? Like, when's the last time Jim Carrey had to walk down to the bank to make a deposit?
Jim Carrey cooks, like when he cooked up that lethal batch of fucking pharmaceuticals for his girlfriend that he riddled with fucking STDs and then let kill herself. No, you're a great guy, though, Jim. You're a good guy. You stand-up dude.
Somebody stop me.
No, somebody should have stopped you.
Somebody really should have stopped
before that poor
him.
girl died.
Yeah. Opportunities that need to be helped toward those opportunities. There are people who are sick.
But that's
fucking civilians, man.
Start doing this fake affected voice that people they always seem to buy it. Like, why aren't we better? Fucking faggot.
Yeah, the same one with the Obamacare, the same Obama that said maybe you gotta give your grandma a pill instead of her having a surgery. You motherfuckers don't care. You would shoot old people out of a cannon if you could.
You shouldn't have to lose your home because your mother got sick.
And look,
you're right. You shouldn't have to lose your home because your mother got sick. But then again, if your mother was doing the right things and investing, because here's the problem. A lot of people live a certain kind of rich in this country. They do. They don't invest. They have no plan for the futures. There's people that one thing goes wrong and their entire life is ruined. You should have planned your life out better than that. Your life shouldn't be if one thing goes wrong, you should die. Like, that's not on everybody else because the vast majority of people have a retirement plan and a bank account.
I mean, I kind of hear what you're saying, But if you want me to give a shit about what you're saying, you have to do it in that fake affected voice. Make me think
Here's
you
the
care.
thing, guys, look, I care, and the problem is like people in Venezuela, they're dying,
Do you think Jim Carrey's just mad that we don't have socialized medicine, so he had to actually provide the drugs that his girlfriend killed herself with? Like, is that what he's mad about?
I think
Like,
it's less.
if
He's more egotistical than that.
If we had socialized medicine, that whore could have gotten her own drugs to kill herself with.
He's more egotistical than that because he was a funny man, physical comedian who thought he could do regular fucking drama acting, and then The Majestic came out and everyone realized what a piece of shit he was. Like, seriously, what's the last good Jim Carrey movie that's come out? I'm being serious. I'm not even like shitting on him. What's the last movie you could think of that he made that you liked?
I will say this. Adam Sandler did a better job trying to be serious.
Agreed.
Than you did.
I will agree 100%. Yep.
And he didn't do great. Trust me, I'm not saying Adam Sandler set the world on fire. But what was the one he did with when he was like the depressed guy?
With the Spanish chick? Yeah, fuck, it's going to bother
And
me.
again, it wasn't a great movie, but you were like, wow, Adam Sandler convincingly was sad in a movie. And it wasn't like, I'm going to talk like this the whole movie, like a shit, like he did a movie. You can't do that.
Punch Drunk Love?
Punch Drunk Love, that was
There
the
it
one.
is. Was that the one, the 9/11 movie that he made, or was that a different one?
Spanglish 2 is another
There
one.
you go, yeah.
Spanglish. Actually, Spanglish was so there was two. There
Yeah.
you go. 2 Adam Sandler movies that are better than your horse shit attempts at being serious. Why don't you go make fucking Ace Ventura 3? Faggot.
Yeah, Ace Ventura 3, When the Bills Call.
I've always said the United States has been a quasi-socialist government for 100 years.
Quasi-socialism isn't a fucking word! No, there's I fucking hate liberals.
First of all, you don't know as much as I do, okay?
Why? Because you're a comic?
Because I have been a comedian hosting political shows forever, all right?
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's great.
So I know a lot of things. I smoke a lot of marijuana with hookers, all right? He's getting mad. He's actually getting mad at me, which is great. You know, it's a good impression when he almost hits me.
I'm making a fist under the desk. I'm not. I've been doing this.
You say you know things, but you don't, okay? You don't understand anything. I'm Bill Maher, okay? I got fired right after 9/11 for saying that the hijackers were brave, all right?
Having some social programs does not make you a socialist country, you fucking boobs. And you understand what the leftists want is they want a 100% socialist country. That's what they want. Having Medicare and Social Security isn't the same as the government taking over cereal factories in Venezuela. And you guys want the government to take over cereal factories. You pieces of shit. People need a leg up. Guess what? The poverty rate the unemployment rate will never be zero. Okay, there's always going to be poor people. That's the way it works.
Honestly, if you told me a year ago it was going to be at 3.6%, I would have laughed at you.
No, yeah, you're right.
I'd have been like, no fucking way. Trump's not God. Oh, by the way, it's at 3.6%.
For crying out loud. It's not
There's plenty of subsidies for oil
Our
companies.
unemployment rate.
There's plenty of subsidies for oil companies.
Our unemployment rate, at least, I don't know if it still is, but for a moment there, literally dipped below our GDP. I don't remember that ever even being a possibility as a kid. Like, the unemployment rate dropped below the GDP. Evil Cheeto Trump Hitler.
But no, listen to his every liberal chick in a coffee place argument.
God forbid people get a leg up by actually doing things for themselves. Like, that's the difference between conservatives and these assholes. Is we don't want anybody giving a shit. We don't want anybody doing shit for us. We just want a fair playing field where we can go and make shit for ourselves. These people want to, no, nobody. It's impossible to make a life for yourself. No, it's not.
Here, check this.
Out loud. There's
plenty of subsidies for oil companies.
Well, yeah, because oil companies employ thousands and thousands and thousands of people. When you give money to Taekwondo...
Nah, military-industrial complex, man.
Okay, the military also employs thousands and thousands of people. This
Nazis
argument is so fucking dumb.
Yeah, the Nazis got paychecks too, bro. Checkmate. Mic drop.
Pick up the mic. You will pick that mic up in
You
front
are
of me.
not done.
You are
pick
not-
that fucking microphone
Pick that mic up, faggot.
But also Medicare and
Well played in the chat says he's wearing a women's jacket. I'm so mad at him. I didn't realize he's wearing a woman's jacket.
Oh, he is. Whoa, what is that about,
Jim
guy?
Carrey's wearing a woman. He looks like where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Nigga, I've seen for somebody who hates Donald Trump, why are you dressing out of Melania's closet, you fuck?
You're wearing a woman's jacket.
Social
Needs a
Security,
handout,
and
right?
yes, of course. There's nothing more socialistic than some of the Pentagon programs that are
Right.
just jobs programs. The Pentagon says we don't want these tanks, and they build them anyway.
I hate everything the left has become. I hate everything.
We need socialism, okay? You're wrong. You're wrong, okay, Royce? You don't know anything.
People who believe in religion are stupid, okay?
Now I'm going to go to my green room and I'm going to smoke pot with hookers, okay? And then they're going to lie and say that I had sex with them. The only guy I know that uses hookers as beards. Like, you'd be better off getting married, Bill.
Fucking, but not to anyone Jim Carrey hooks you up with. They'll probably kill themselves. Really, man, it's. All right, last thing before we leave. Ugh. Mike, you like parody music videos?
Oh no,
Have you seen this? This is fucking. But you like parody music videos, right?
What is Rebel Wilson up to?
What? No, Rebel Wilson's actually funny. Your favorite rapper, Mike was telling me off air, is Cardi B.
Nobody ever.
He goes,
I've never said
man,
that.
you know who's dope? That Cardi B bitch.
I've never said dope, unironically.
Mike says, hey, you know what's tight and off the chain, Shazane?
No,
that
never said that. Those are lies. Those are all lies.
Well, Mike, your dreams have been answered. There is a parody, Lardy B. They like it. They like that I'm fat.
You're so clever.
Ready?
You're so clever, lady.
They say they like that I'm fat. They say they like that I'm fat. They say they like that I'm fat. They say they like that.
By the way, I'm so glad I played this video after the Jim Carrey thing. This is why we have a problem with socialized medicine. I just want to point this right. Do you want to see why we have a problem with socialized medicine here? Because we're going to subsidize Lordy B.
I like donuts, I like Funyuns, make me go nuts. I like supersized meals. Where's my sauce, bitch? I'm a blow up. I like.
I'm not going to be able to get through this.
It's only a minute 58. You can do it.
I hate this woman.
All right, you have to watch this, okay?
Where's my sauce, bitch? I'm a blow up. I like toast with avocados and just a pinch of salt. So what I like to eat is all my daddy's fucking fault. I like Netflix and my checks mix, wearing pink pajama pants. I like provolone and all, but pepper jack is where it's at. They call me Lardy, Lardy, big old body, soggy, mommy, fat tamale.
Why is
spicy.
this? I hate when we even give these. Like, I know we're making fun of them, but still, to even give this person another view, another click, it just bugs me. I hate. This is the same as being that just when you just identify through your sexuality. When you're like, gay, I love all the dicks. Are you offended? Are you offended at all the dicks I love? Like,
somebody cut that clip out for me, thank you.
and it's this whatever. It's the same. Like oh shit, we're gonna make Mersh seem gay. Yeah, it's fucking every episode I say some gay shit. It's not some. By the way, for that bit to work, I have to go no, and it doesn't work with me. 'Cause I'm like, yeah, fine, I suck dick. But this shit, like, again, when you have no personality, you've decided I'm not going to put even the slightest bit of effort into developing unique, genuine characteristics as a human being. So fatty, fat. That's all you have in life. You fat slam pig.
Like a salami, playing games, Jumanji, jump out the booth, gotta go too. Just kidding, I gotta go poop. Get to the bathroom, it's
She's got to go poop. She's got to go poop.
Could you imagine, like, this is somebody's daughter.
Yeah, sadly.
You know what I mean? Could you imagine, like, your parents are a great example. I always love using his parents as an example because his parents actually have, what do you call it, shame?
They do.
But could you imagine, like, if you had a sister that made a fucking rap video
They
saying
would
about how she
disown
had
her.
to poop?
They would disown her.
Shoving food in her.
They would disown her. They wouldn't talk to her.
Best as I can, eating it all, it's giving me gas. Told the waiter I'm sorry though, bout to burst, I gotta go. Yeah, they call me Lardy B, like what the fuck is cardio? Eat
What the fuck is cardio?
popcorn out the bag. Syrup follow for my pancakes.
But again, just like Tess Holliday said, they're not encouraging this kind of thing.
They're
People
not.
aren't going to say, hey, this is normalizing shit. You understand that normalizing things makes other people do that sort of thing. We're removing the veils of shame that make people not do things. You understand that if I had my way, like, even when I was a total degenerate, right? I would never go and just get my dick sucked, like, on the middle of 7th Avenue and Ybor in front of people. Like, there's shame. Would I fuck a girl in a stairwell at a club? Totally. You duck off somewhere and do some dirty shit. But, like, there's this new era of parading our degeneracy in front of everybody that's going to fucking kill this generation. Snack said it in the chat. The Jews have won.
Triple burger, double bread. Ketchup, mayo, mustard spread.
She put whipped cream and cheese whiz at the same time in her mouth.
That's disgusting.
That is
Even
physically
for the
revolting.
bit. Even for the bit,
It's
that's disgusting.
yeah.
That's something John Sanzari probably wouldn't have done. I take that back. John Sanzari probably would.
He'd do it. But then again, he's ripped and in shape. So you
Well,
know.
no, I didn't mean in terms of being fat. I just mean that he will do gross things and eat gross. Like, John has no fucking... I love John. John will do whatever.
YouTube needs to holler. Yeah, they
She actually spit up in the video.
owe me some dollars. Uber Eats, give me coupons. Hop off on my croutons.
The Owls just pointed out something great, too. Is she sitting down the whole time? Yes.
the whole
She has
time.
not stood up
She's not
once in
gonna
this
stand.
video.
No.
I bet her fucking bedroom smells like a fucking mass grave.
Yeah, you're right. All the carcasses of everything she's eaten.
So who is this piece of shit?
It's Jen Whitlock.
Another fucking female. I bet she's a comedian. I bet you.
Well, of course she's a comedian. I mean, what do you hear? Let's see. Old Jenny Whitlock.
87,000.
No, that's her weight. Jen Whitlock is a...
I bet it says comedian with the E-E-N-N-E. Right? Because every time you see the word comedian, you're like,
singer,
we're in...
rapper, parody artist, the real Lardy B. From Dallas, Texas.
Can I ask you something, Jen Whitlock? How long do you think Cardi B's career is going to last? Now, how long do you think the fat parody Cardi B impersonator is going to last? Like, do you understand that you're a fucking you're a joke? You're a parody of a parody of a parody. You're a photocopy of a photocopy. How long do you think this is going to last beyond this video? That's it, right? How many fat songs is she going to make before?
Yeah, Weird Al only did one. Guys, thank you for listening. It is time for us to wrap up the show. RevengeOfTheSys.com/donate. How you help us out. Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry is how you become a patron. We'll be live today at 8 p.m. doing Hippo Juice. YouTube.com/MoreLikeRadio if you want to follow me there. No Nightwave tonight, right? Tonight's your night off?
Yeah, I'm gonna chill tonight.
All right, guys. Nightwave will be back tomorrow. Daywave back tomorrow morning. Where you been doing your Nightwave shows? Has it been the YouTube?
Back on YouTube, yeah. Nightwave Live.
Nightwave Live on YouTube.
Yeah, you guys. I'll comment here in the chat so you can all follow me.
Daywave Radio for my show, and of course YouTube.com/MoreLikeRadio for Hippo Juice, which will be on tonight on there. Thank you everybody for listening. We will be back tomorrow with a fresh Revenge of the Sis at 4 p.m. Thanks for listening, guys. See you tomorrow.